Hi everybody, good morning. For those of you who don't know, my name is Lorna, and today I wanted to talk to you about worrying and how to, maybe some tips and tools about how to manage your worry. Obviously it's a very worrying time for people at the moment, and then moving on we'll do a bit of stretching and a lovely meditation to finish. So I think it's about perhaps learning how to worry well and almost, if you like, use the stress to help you manage in this situation. We all do know that stress creates, that worrying creates stress, and stress is a health risk actually. So worrying can raise your blood pressure, cause you sleepless nights, affect your digestion, your immunity, blood pressure, all of these things. And just trying to remember that worrying isn't all bad. The ability to worry about possible dangers and be able to prepare for them has been a crucial factor in the development and survival of mankind. So I just want to share with you some tips on how to tap into your evolutionary birthright and make that stress really kind of work for you. So number one, really turning that stress into your friend. So just understanding really about how and when to worry. So, thousands of years ago, worrying ensured our survival, and humans were the feeblest and slowest and poorly protected food around. So man, the hunter, is a hopeless, inaccurate idea, as for most of our evolution we survived spotting dangerous situations and staying very well clear of them. And how did we do that? Well, we did that by worrying actually. So just to put it another way, using our thinking ability to explore every possibility before putting ourselves in any kind of risk or danger. So possibilities like, there could be a tiger out there and how to check out first. And these days there's, fewer situations that threaten our like physical survival, but we still behave out there like there is many. Most of us face our potential worry provoking situations every day, and if we avoided them we'd get nowhere fast. So really, two is just to make that worrying constructive. So how to learn to worry well. So just taking some time to think over your worries, any dilemmas, any problems, and just setting aside a period of time each day just for, like, say, for example, having a worry half an hour. So during that time, if you find yourself worrying at any other point in time, you're going to push that aside and say, no, my time for worrying is at whatever time works for you. So you can choose that, and then you just keep it aside for later. And then when you have that time, maybe writing down what your worries are can help you be more objective, because you're getting into your thinking brain. So you could try using the following template. So number one, I am worried about. Number two, what's the worst thing that could happen? Number three, what's the best thing that could happen is. And writing down number four, things that I can do right now about that. And number five, any other factors that you can remember. And also just to remember that if you're tired, if you're hungry and have anxiety or other low mood states, that can lead your thoughts into really black and white thinking. So maybe once you've eaten, had a good sleep, some exercise, practiced 7-11 breathing, which I talked about yesterday, which is breathing in for the count of 7, breathing out for the count of 11 will then stimulate some relaxation response in your body, and you can get into your clearer, more thinking brain that can help. And so also just taking pressure off yourself, delay making any important or crucial decisions while you're feeling stressed out. You may be finding it hard to think about anything else when you're caught up in the worrying. So, it's good to just give yourself a break and choose not to make a decision about that for the time being. Maybe put a date in the diary. Getting yourself worked up and in a really worrisome state can have a detrimental effect on your mood, on your sleep, as we've spoken about, and your memory, problem solving. I know personally that I can forget everything when I'm stressed out. It's like exam stress and things like that, and everything goes out of your mind. So you need to use some tools, calming the brain, and using 7-11 breathing can really help with that. And also writing those worries down and just putting them aside can help you sort of just give yourself some rest for the time being. And then just worrying yourself almost to the solution and not to more problems. So chronic worrying can quickly make you feel helpless, and you can imagine more and more problems until it gets to a point where you can't possibly solve them. So, if this happens, then that will happen, and then it will be a disaster. This is what can happen with these sort of scenarios. So instead, just try to challenge your worry-provoking thoughts with questions like, what evidence is there for that? And just how likely is it that based on my past experience? Or it's just sort of learning how to distinguish between the possibility and the probability. So it's your mind and you can control your thoughts. Worrying is about balancing the odds of whether or not to do something. So if you have to do it, then you need to prepare and not worry. So for example, with like public speaking or a difficult meeting, prepare intellectually by learning your material, and emotionally just doing relaxation and some guided visualization to rehearse success in your mind can be really helpful. So whether it is making a business decision, thinking about the kids, or fretting about over a relationship, or obviously right now it's health and well-being. Worrying can be useful, but really only when it's done well. Worrying does save time and energy and emotional discomfort and enables you to make better decisions. So it's just about avoiding excessive and ineffective worry. So one really useful tool that has helped me a lot, and I've done with myself, with some clients, and I teach about, is something called LECRO. So an acronym, of course. So maybe during your worry half an hour, this is a tool that you can use. So so LECRO will begin with L, list. So you can literally just list every single worry that's going through your mind right now. And, don't hold back. This is your time. You're going to be dealing with it. So listing everything. So you might need a very big piece of paper, I don't know. So you list every worry down on your piece of paper. And then the E stands for evaluate. So you're going to then go through your list and then taking each one, just rating on a scale of 1 to 10, how, obviously 10 being, really worried, I feel like I'm going to explode, or, 1, maybe, I'm quite relaxed, it's obviously there, it's a worry, but I'm quite okay with this. So you go through your list and evaluate then from 1 to 10. And I find actually by doing that, you've already engaged your thinking brain by, just even writing things down. And so, yeah, you might feel, okay, so, yeah, that's a 10 or that's an 8, that's a 7. So you just rating these things. Then for the C, it's about controllability. So going through again, each one on your list, what do I have control over? What is completely out of my control? So, then you're going to separate the things that you can control from the things that you can't. Then you will, with R, in our LECRO acronym, R is about reducing. So, for example, one problem that you might have is scaled at 7, for example. Okay, what just one small action you could take to reduce that from the 7 to a 6. It might be to make a phone call, it might be to phone a friend, it might be to, I don't know, I'm sure you'll have lots of ideas about, the one small steps. It obviously depends what your worries are. And it might be to go and find out some more information, which can always be helpful. So you're going to then go through the entire list doing that. And what can happen at that point is going back over that list, you might decide, oh, actually, looking over this, it wasn't really a 7, it might have been a 6. And so what you can do to reduce it from a 6 to a 5, who knows? So certainly that's been my experience in the past. And so here then you've created really a list of actions through going through this process. And the last one, O, is for order. So what order will you tackle these tasks? So, there might be something you can do immediately. You might be able to do 7-11 breathing, or you might be able to do some exercise, you might be able to make that phone call, or whatever that might be. Or it might be something that you are able to do tomorrow or the next day. So you're going to order your list of actions. And then, of course, taking those small steps to reduce those worries, I find can be a really, really helpful thing to do. So I hope you have a go and see how it works for you. I will be sharing tips and tools that have worked for me, and of course some things will work better than others. If you like it, then use it. If you don't, of course, try something else, and just see how you get on. Okay, so now, of course, just moving on, putting that aside, we're going to move and stretch the body. So if you'd like to continue and join me, you're very welcome. So we will start together with our feet together at the top of the mat or wherever you're standing. And if you breathe in, stretching your arms up, lifting up, stretching back, back bend. Exhale, folding your body forwards and down, relaxing your head completely. You can have a slight bend in the knee if that works for you. Hands placed firmly on the ground. Step your right leg back. So you want your foot in between your hands. Your knee placed down on the mat. Inhale, look up and back. Exhale, you're going to press down, stepping your left foot back, high push-up plank position, so arms directly underneath your shoulders, sucking in your belly. You've got strong arms, strong legs. Exhale, slowly lowering your body all the way down. Toes point back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, press down, coming to downward facing dog. Your feet are hip distance apart. Pressing down, just bending those knees backwards and forwards, stretch. Warming the backs of the legs. We're just looking at a spot between the toes. Inhale, come onto your tiptoes. As you exhale, press down, lift your hips. Heels come closer to the mat, stomach closer to the thighs. Suck in your belly. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward. And then knee comes down to the mat. Pressing down, inhale, look up, exhale, lifting your knee and stepping your foot forwards. Feet are together, relaxing your head down. Inhale, stretching your arms up, forwards and back. And relax your arms down. A nice little sun salutation today, so we'll do that again, another round. So inhale, stretching your arms up, forwards and back. Exhale, folding your body forwards, down, relaxing your head down. You can have a slight bend in the knee. Inhale, stepping the left foot back this time. Knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, looking up and back. Exhale, step back to your high push-up plank position. Strong arms, strong legs. Suck in your belly and slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, looking up and back. Exhale, coming to our downward facing dog. So upside down V. Bend the knees back and forth. We're still warming and stretching the backs of the legs. Inhale onto your tiptoes. As you exhale, you press down, lift the hips. Heels come closest to the mat and stomach closer to the thighs. Relaxing the head, just looking at a spot between the toes. Inhale onto your tiptoes. Exhale, right foot comes back, left knee down, toes point back. Inhale, looking up and back. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward, relax your head down. Inhale, stretching those arms forwards, up and back. Exhale, coming down. Standing up nice and tall. And our third and final round. So inhale, stretching your arms forwards, up and back. Exhale, folding yourself forward, relaxing your head down. Slight bend in the knee if you need to. Stepping the right leg back. Knee comes down, inhale, up and back. Exhale, high push-up plank position. So your body is in one straight line. You suck your belly in. Strong arms, strong legs. Slowly lowering all the way down. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, press down. Downward facing dog. Bend those knees back and forth. Still stretching, warming the backs of the legs. Inhale onto your tiptoes. Exhale, press down. Lift your hips. Heels closer to the mat, stomach closer to the thighs. Suck your belly in. Relax your head. And inhale, stepping your left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Inhale, looking up and back. Exhale, stepping forward, relax your head down. And inhale, lifting your arms forwards, up and back. Exhale, come down. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little stretch. Next, if you want to get yourself into a comfortable, relaxed position, lying down perhaps, or sitting in a nice comfortable position, so just allow your body to feel supported by the chair, so by the chair, by the floor, just allowing your body to relax. Okay, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, which means to bring peace to your mind, body and speech. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and mind. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and mind. So just bringing the attention to the top of your head. Imagine a wave of relaxation which flows from the top of your head down your face. Eyelids are hanging heavy over your eyes. Your cheeks just softening, relaxing, which allows the jaw to relax. That wave of relaxation flows down your neck, down your shoulders. Shoulders just sinking down even deeper now. That wave of relaxation flowing down your neck, down your arms, all the way down to your fingertips, where you'll begin to notice the signs of relaxation in your body. So perhaps you'll notice a tingling sensation, maybe warmth, perhaps coolness. Maybe you feel lighter or heavier. Whatever those signs of relaxation are for you in your body, just allow them to flow to your chest so that your heart will soften and relax. Your stomach softens, hips relax, thighs are feeling heavy. It's like every muscle in your body is melting, softening and releasing. Knees relax and release. Calves relax. Ankles just letting go. All the way down to the soles of your feet. That wave of relaxation just flows from the top of your head down your entire body, taking with it any last areas of tightness or tension, just flowing and releasing out through the soles of your feet. And now just using that powerful imagination, thinking about a place where you feel totally calm and relaxed. Maybe a place that you've been before, or it may be a place you'd like to go. Perhaps in nature, somewhere calming and soothing, by the beach, in a forest, anywhere you feel comfortably relaxed. And you can just now, in your mind's eye, start walking towards that place. With each step you take, you become more and more relaxed, more and more absorbed. With every sound you hear, becoming comfortably relaxed. deeper and deeper. And now just spending a few moments looking around you at the beauty, perhaps the sky, and just looking to find a comfortable seat. Perhaps you're leaning against a tree, lying down in the sun, just feeling comfortably relaxed. And I'll tell you a story. The story is called Brave Spirit. There once was a boat that was made in a small workshop by a clever boat builder who designed the boat so that it would never sink. As he made her, he sang, because he was a happy boat builder, and every boat he made with great care and love. He treated them as if they were his own children. This particular boat was called Brave Spirit. It started his life on a river not far from the boatyard. Here the boat had a good life and loved to be out on the river, hearing the birds, watching the sky and passing the riverbank. It was always changing. But life never stayed the same, and so it was, for the little boat was sold and used for fishing off the coast of Cornwall. Life was very different, although not without its beauty. Brave Spirit loved to watch the seagulls dip and dive. She loved the sounds of the waves coming to the shore when she was resting on the soft sand, and most of all, she loved the golden light of Cornwall and the sunsets over the sea. But sometimes the seas were rough, and the salt water began to eat into Brave Spirit's paintwork until she looked a bit worn and shabby. There were times when the sea was angry and the sky was grey with rain clouds, and then the little boat was tossed on the waves as if she was a toy. Now Brave Spirit had seen how the storm could break up a boat, and she'd heard the fishermen's hushed tones as they talked about a boat which sank all of the men to the bottom of the sea. One day, when the waves were high, the skies were dark, and the fishermen shouted instructions to one another in fear of their lives, Brave Spirit would be carried up and down on the waves, wondering if the next one would overwhelm her and break her up, or even worse, send her to the bottom of the ocean. Then she remembered the boat builder who had designed her so that she would never sink, and who had named her Brave Spirit. And she knew whatever happened around her, she could just ride the waves calmly until they got back to shore. And so it was that whenever the weather looked threatening, the fishermen would say, "We'll be all right in Brave Spirit." So now just looking around you one more time, this beautiful, calm and relaxing space that you've created for yourself. Just remembering you can come back here at any point in time, anytime you need to relax, calm your mind with a few relaxing breaths, and your imagination, you can come back anytime. And then just slowly and in your own time, bringing your attention back into your body, feeling supported by the chair or the bed, wherever you are, feeling that support, perhaps bringing some movement back into your body, so wriggling your fingers or wriggling your toes, and slowly, when you're ready, opening your eyes. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, which means to bring peace to your mind, body and speech. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and mind. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and mind. So thank you all, everybody, for joining me today. It's been my absolute pleasure to teach you. Namaste.